Fanboy, 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 fanboy.
You mad, bro?
Guild Wars 2 is the worst MMORPG of the year! Oh man! What's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Fanboy Reviews! And today we're gonna take a look at this horrible game by ArenaNet. And it just came out, Guild Wars 2 has been out only since like freaking August 28, 2012. And it's for the PC, basically a PC game. It's a fantasy game set in the world of Tyria. Basically, the game follows the re-emergence of Destiny's Edge, a disbanded guild, and essentially it's kind of like a single-player RPG, but there's a lot of multiplayer elements here. The problem with this game, it's not innovative. There's nothing new about it. I mean, this is basically a freaking World of Warcraft rip-off. And it adds nothing new or nothing fresh to the freaking MMORPG genre. I mean, all it does is uses this modified version of the first Guild Wars. And they use like real-time 3D environments and these different animations. And it has this Havoc physics system. But the problem is that it's not that good. It's not nearly as amazing as the real deal. I mean, take a look at more superior games and compare it to freaking Guild Wars 2. You got this skill-based system that does nothing. You got this horrible design principle of the original Guild Wars, and now it's been removed. So unfortunately, removing that was even worse. It made the game even more terrible. It's set 250 years after the first game. You can't even carry over your character from Guild Wars, so that's even more horrible. So you spend all that time, you waste your time, building up your character in the first Guild Wars, and you can't even use them in 2? How pathetic! Alright, you know what, let's take a look at some of the user score, because that's all that matters. You know how it is. Alright, Ocelot113. Man, he gave this a 2. A 2! Oh, man! Now, look at this. What did he say about this particular? Bad design. Personal story must level with the characters so they can always progress. That right there made me stop playing because I wasn't going to World of Warcraft grind to get to play an enjoyable single-player experience. And don't try grouping with too many people because the overload servers can't keep parties on the same servers. Overall, Guild Wars 2 is like a bargain bin CD of a bunch of niche MMOs. Classic games for $60, but really nothing in it to separate it from the competition, and the lack of a goal to make it hard to press on. Ooh! I got another one from McWalco, and he gave it a 4. 4? Definitely a fail. And he says, Disney on steroids or PCP. Great graphics, crafting looks well done, but somewhat tedious. Characters are great, stories is weak. I found it a little bit better than most other fantasy MMOs. I have been playing MMOs since before Ultima Online. It's not up to the hype. Oh man, a 4 out of 10? That's a complete fail, man. I mean, holy, that's less than frickin' 50%. Alright, well, let's see, look at other scores. Oh, man, look at this guy. This guy gave it a 0. Cruos. Do not buy this game if you are looking for a deep MMO to play long term. That certainly is not what this game is. This game is a decent game for about a month of PvE play. The dynamic events are not dynamic at all. There is absolutely no end game content at all. A 0. Oh, and then you got another one, a 3 from Z Team Overlord. So when I started the game, I was impressed by the voice acting and the polish of the graphics. And he actually goes on a little bit about being impressed, even though he gave it a freaking 3. So it's like a lot of positives. I'm trying to find out where he actually, complains, because that's the only thing that matters. The PvP was just like the rest of the game, linear and lonely. Overall, I cannot give the game the lowest score because it has pretty looking skills and spells with clean graphics. Not exactly what I was expecting, but when it's free to play, how good can it be? As a side note, what the hell happened to open world PvP servers where anything goes? I miss those days. And the rest of these user scores is low. A 0 from Art Hack. Mr. F gave it a 1. Game feels fairly uninspired. Not the revaluation in gameplay I was led to believe from vocal fans. The game promotions controls feel sluggish, and you're still pressing your number keys on cooldown. And, nothing but low scores here. This game is a total fail. Guild War, I see a 2 from Surrealists. I rather dislike a lot in this game. For all the hype, I expected a lot. However, the graphics are nothing to write home about. The story is not that enjoyable, and the combat system simply isn't engaging. Overall, from the user score... Oh, it only got an 8.5, but overall, out of, nearly 1,000 ratings from the users, so... Oh, man. 8.5? That's a complete fail! I mean, it's not a 9.5, it's not a 10, that's for sure. And last but not least, what else? Okay, a 4 from Amadis. Alright, final fan review or user review. My only other problem is that I feel coddled in this game. It does feel good for a large player base with a wide range of tastes, but I feel there's nothing that will keep me tied to the game in the end of all my time spent. Alright, so that's it. I mean, it looks like this game is a complete fail. It's a massively multiplayer online game, RPG. What do you expect, people? I mean, if you want a good multiplayer experience... We all know what to expect. Black Ops 2, that's right, just go get Call of Duty. If you want the best graphics, best online multiplayer, best weapons, incredible visuals, epic storyline, look nowhere else beyond COD, Call of Duty, Black Ops 2. You're gonna get your money's worth, guaranteed, so just pre-order that right now. All you little nerds and all you little noobs sitting there that wasted money on this tripe. Oh, you gotta feel so bad. You gotta feel like a total dunce, man. Alright, so that's it for this episode of Fanboy Reviews. And until next time, keep fanboying. Yeah!